Nutrients are a lot like Pokemon. Okay, so I've said nutrients a lot in my past videos, but I'm wondering if you guys know exactly what they are. We know that we get them from foods that we eat and that they give us energy, they help us grow, they give us strength, they improve our mood, they make our hair and our nails nice. But what exactly are they? And which ones do what? There are so many different types of nutrients out there. And each nutrient does something different for us in the body. The more different types of nutrients that we get into our bodies, the more powerful we become. It's kind of like having a full Pokédex. For my Pokemon people, you know what that are. But for those that don't know Pokemon, it's like having a whole file of all the different Pokemons that you get to battle with. You go around collecting every single one. If you like collecting things, you'll like Pokemon. In your Pokédex, you have various types of Pokemon. Fire types, ghost types, grass types, fairy types, electric, fighting types. The list goes on, right? If you have one type of Pokemon, it's going to limit you from being your very best. So let's dive in and take a look at what nutrients are. And I want to be the very best that I can be. The nutrients. Now, before we get started and go out and load up our own personal Pokédex of nutrients,
and I totally have a Pokemon Go account,
I want you to see how incredible our bodies are. What I want you to do is have a look closely at the skin on your arm. It's made up of lots of teeny tiny little things called skin cells. And all these little teeny tiny skin cells all join up, holding hands together to create your skin. Well, you probably can't see them unless you have a really awesome microscope. In fact, it isn't just skin cells that we have. Our whole body is made up of teeny tiny little cells. We have brain cells, we have liver cells, we have muscle cells. You are like one big walking Lego person. And those cells holding you together are the teeny tiny little building blocks that create you. In order for you to be your very best, like the before you ever was, these teeny tiny little cells throughout your whole body require nutrients. These nutrients are what keep them happy, healthy, and alive. It's hard to build yourself up to that amazing person you want to be when the blocks aren't clipping together and parts are actually missing. So this is where we get back to nutrients. And let's use that Pokemon metaphor again because I'm dressed up as Ash and we're going to roll with it. I think Midas ate this one. Poor guy. Lost in the battle. So let's imagine you're in a battle. And when you're in a battle, you get to choose what Pokemon you want to use. The ones that you've collected and stored in your Pokedex. And as I said before, if you had one type of Pokemon, so let's say you had a whole Pokédex full of grass Pokemon, you're in trouble. With nutrients, there isn't just one type of nutrient. We have a range of nutrients that we get from all different kinds of foods. There's carbs, fats, proteins, which are known as your macronutrients. And we need these the most. Then we have the micronutrients, which are things like your vitamins and minerals. Have you heard of vitamins and minerals before? Now, your vitamins and minerals can be broken down even further. So let's say we have water-soluble vitamins. This means that they dissolve in your body. They don't store in us, they come out the other end. And we need to keep topping them up and getting them from food. Let's say these particular types of vitamins, your water-soluble vitamins, are your water type Pokemon. Now, there's all different sorts of water type Pokemon. You got Squirtle, Greninja, Psyduck. I could keep going, right? So your water-soluble vitamins much like the water Pokemon, they too have different types. In fact, there are nine different types of water-soluble vitamins. We have vitamin C and all the B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B5, B6, B7, B9, B12. And yes, I'm aware the number sequencing is out. Those missing B vitamins are no longer classified as true vitamins. More on that in another video. We then have something called fat-soluble vitamins. This means these ones don't dissolve in water. So when you think about it, if you put like a fatty oil in water, it doesn't dissolve, does it? It just floats around. This means that they store in our body. They store in our fat cells and they store in our liver. Why? So that we can use them again later when we need them in a battle. These guys, let's call them the rock type Pokemon. But instead of your Geodudes, Onix, and Gravelers, the different fat-soluble vitamins that you have are vitamin A, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin, vitamin E, and vitamin K. All vitamins, yet all different powers and uses within our body. So it's good to get them all. Then we have our minerals. Have you heard of minerals before? Mineral water, mineral powder. These are in and around our environment and in our foods. We have macro minerals, so these are ones that we need more of. Macro, more. Micro, not so much. The macro minerals are things like calcium and magnesium. And we also have micro minerals. Not as much needed, but still very, very important. These are things like iron and zinc. So as you can see, nutrients come in so many different types, and we've only just mentioned some of them. When we consume them through our food, our skin, or even breathing them in, they go into our bloodstream and to all those teeny tiny cells we spoke of earlier. So what exactly do each of the vitamins and minerals do? Because when you think of Pokemon, you have your Pokédex, your Pokemon types, all the different Pokemon within that type, and then each Pokemon has a special power or move that it can use. Each of those vitamins and minerals give our body special powers and moves. In my upcoming videos, let's take a closer look at the vitamins and minerals and see what special powers each of them has that can help us to be our very best. I'm off to catch some more Pokemon. I mean, nutrients.